Hey, welcome back to the Cross TV with your boy, the Cross. You already know. Let's take this, Bob. This sickening situation comes out of Florida, which there's no excuse. There's seriously, there's no excuse. I don't want to hear anything about uh, no dad involved, and they come from a bad family background or poor environment. This is just straight sickening.
Turning now to a disturbing safety alert. A 12-year-old girl allegedly raped by 3 teenagers who are all being charged as adults. Local 10's Magdala Louisa is live in Miami with distressing details. Magdala.
Janice, you know, this alleged crime happened in June, but it wasn't until this week a grand jury said these minors need to be charged as adults. This is why we are showing you their faces. Now, the details in this alleged crime are very disturbing. We want to warn you. 2 middle school age boys and a 15-year-old boy are facing serious charges as adults in connection to a rape case involving a 12-year-old girl.
So you're 12 years old? You're 13 years old?
Police say the co-defendants, Nelson Nunez, Josiah Jones, and Xavier Tyson, all played a part in the crime that took place in an Overtown community garden in June.
You were indicted by a grand jury and transferred to from juvenile court to adult court. That's why you are here.
Police reports say the victim was leaving her friend's house when 13-year-old Nelson Nunez grabbed her, forced her on a couch inside the Greenhaven community garden, and raped her, while 12-year-old Josiah Jones and Xavier Tyson, who was 14 at the time, restrained her. Police say Jones put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming.
Rocks in her mouth. These animals knew exactly what they was doing, and I will be even more sickening when these lawyers try to throw their age into the equation. That is just heart-wrenching, disgusting, and their parents also should be held accountable, because why are your teenage boys are just walking around the community? Something like that is just premeditated, and it's just sickening.
The victim says it went on for about 30 minutes and the boys stopped when they heard her father calling her name. We've learned from the founders of the community garden Greenhaven Project, telling Local 10 the situation has been very saddening. They say the garden is closed off to the public outside of normal operating hours, and on that day, a construction company cut the side gate which allowed for anyone to enter the garden.
Don't even try to start pointing fingers, construction company cut the gate. Then they should have put another gate back up. So I can already see there's going to be a bunch of excuses coming out of this horrible situation. That poor girl, that poor dad, you know, once he found out what was going on, that his daughter was within shouting distance and she was being hurt to that degree, there's no excuse. I don't want to hear no plea deals. It's just straight. They all need to go to jail, real jail, not some juvie for a couple of years, and then they back out again, bragging about what they did.
The organization said it extended support to the victim, adding, "We will always be here to support in the best way possible, and that our extension of love and resources will always be available to the victim and her family, which we very much cared for." Both the 12 and 13-year-old are at the West Detention Center, both of them being held there without bond. As far as Xavier Taylor, the 15-year-old, we have not seen that he has seen a judge just yet, but when he does, we'll update you on what happens there. And we have also reached out to everyone involved in this case, their representatives, and that includes the victim in this case, and we have not heard back from any.
I mean, let that girl heal, let that family heal. There's no reason to even reach to them. The focus is on these 3 animals and their family, because they all need to be held accountable. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is not the first time they did something heinous, something bad. It seems like they just escalated. And at that age, uh, it's just sickening. Um, just let me know your thoughts on that one. Until next time, stay safe. I'm out.